Dozens of protesters stood outside of the Duke Energy building in Uptown for the company's annual shareholders meeting. And at noon, we showed you the large crowd carrying signs and banners in protest. But unlike last year, this was not labeled an extraordinary event. New tonight at 5, Eyewitness News reporter Andrew Dowd talked with the police about that decision even after the attack in Boston.
While Duke Energy's annual stockholders meeting was going on inside,
we are calling for a clean energy future.
Outside, protesters held signs and pictures expressing a need for lower rates and cleaner sources of energy in the Carolinas.
It's a matter of taking their billions of dollars and putting them into a healthy future instead of the dirty, polluted energy we have here.
Today's protest was peaceful and no one was arrested.
Rogers thinks that solar...
But it was a different scene last year. 5 people were arrested after hanging a banner from Bank of America Stadium. Last year's protest was also considered an extraordinary event, which imposes restrictions like no backpacks. Today we saw plenty of backpacks because this year it was not considered an extraordinary event.
This is a regular exercise of people's rights.
We asked Major Jeff Estes why this year's protest was not deemed an extraordinary event, even in the wake of the Boston bombings.
It's a small crowd, it's easily observable. We don't have large amounts of general public attending. Threat levels are low.
Major Estes said police know just about everyone here and they had no intelligence to suggest there would be problems. He said if the protest had more people or was expected to cover several city blocks, they would have considered a recommendation to the city manager to declare it an extraordinary event.
We balance the public's rights very carefully with declaring an extraordinary event so that we can, after all, we're here to protect everyone's rights, the general public, the protesters, the businesses, etc.
In Uptown, Andrew Dowd, Channel 9, Eyewitness News.